Konnichiwa, my name is Shauna. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is actually going to be my Right Stuff haul, manga haul. Let's go ahead and get into it. It's a lot of manga, so let's go. Okay, so the first manga that I ended up getting is Beastars Volume 9 by Itagaki, and this is a high school students where they're divided by predator and prey, and it follows Legoshi, who is a gray wolf, and drama ensues. Who's going to become the next Beastar, which is like the top animal out of them all, whether it be a herbivore or a carnivore. I can't wait to dig into this. Like I'm not even going to flip through it because I don't want to spoil myself. But here's the back cover with all our canine guys. But I'm just so excited to get into this. Season 2 premieres in Japan this month. I am ready for more Beastars. Okay, so the next manga that I picked up is A Tropical Fish Yearns for Snow Volume 5 by Makoto Hagino. And this follows a girl who moves to a seaside town to go live with her aunt after her dad gets an overseas job. And she meets the club president of the aquarium club there, and then they both start to slowly kind of fall in love with each other as the volumes go on. So this is one of my favorite Yuri series right now. There's a lot of love and care in this series. Like those are two girls, and it's just such a fun Yuri series. Like there's emotion, but there's also plenty of things to really enjoy. So next up I have A Witch's Love at the End of the World by Kujira, and this, I'm not sure much about it. I mainly was just pursuing more Yuri titles, so I'm looking forward to kind of reading this because witches are pretty cool, and witches that love other witches will probably be even better. So there's the cover. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to picking this one up too, and it's pretty thin, so I could probably get through it. Okay, so next up I picked up the 3 volumes of Blood on the Tracks by Shuzo Oshimi, and this follows Seichi, whose mother loves him very much, and kind of slowly turns into like this thriller that happens after one of his cousins during a hiking trip takes an unfortunate spill. And I'm really excited to read it. I'll have to reread Volume 1, but I have Volume 1, Volume 2, and Volume 3. I'm just really excited to see how twisted and dark this could get. I was promised that it'd be really dark. So, okay, so the next book I picked up is actually Junji Ito's Venus in the Blind Spot, and from what I understand this is a collection of short stories by Junji Ito. And if you don't know who Junji Ito is, he's a very popular horror mangaka, and he does a lot of body horror. So if body horror is not your thing, do not pick up any of his work because that is what he is pretty famous for. And I'm just looking forward to, this is the first Junji Ito book that I own, and I'm really looking forward to reading more of his short story works. But yeah, I would definitely be cautious if you're not into body horror because that's what he does most. Okay, so next I decided to buy almost the entire series of a series that I absolutely love and I really want in my collection, and that is Xholic by Clamp. So I already owned the first omnibus that was published by Del Rey back in the day, but these are now published by Kodansha Comics. So I have omnibus number 2, which includes volumes 4 to 6, omnibus number 3, which includes 7 to 9, omnibus number 4, which includes 10 to 12, omnibus number 5, which includes 13 to 15, omnibus number 6, which includes 16 to 17, and finally omnibus number 7, which includes 18 to 19, which is the final omnibus of the Xholic series. And if you do not know what Xholic is, it follows Watanuki, who is a young man who can see spirits, And one day he ends up stumbling into this shop that grants your wishes. And the shop is run by the witch named Yuko. And Yuko says, yes, I could grant your wish so you won't see spirits anymore, but you have to work for me in my shop. And then from there is kind of like these episodic chapters at the beginning with different spirits and different tasks that Yuko has him do. But as the story goes on, the mystery becomes more tangled of how the shop came to be, who's Yuko, who is Kimi Haru Watanuki, and it also ties over to Clamp's other series called Tsubasa Reservoir Chronicles. Like, if you know anything about Clamp, it's twisty, it's churny, it's got 50,000 different possibilities, so that will be aware of that if you do decide to pick this series up. But this is one of my favorite. It's got horror, it's got mystery, it's got love, it's got pining. Give it a check out, and then eventually I will also collect the Xholic Race series, which is currently on hiatus. Thank you, Clamp. Okay, so the next book I picked up is also another omnibus, and it's called Kakishojo, The Curtain Rise by Kimiko Saiki, and I really wanted to read about an all-female theater troupe. It comes up in the Ouran High School Host Club manga, and I just really wanted to kind of read a manga that was only about that. I don't really know much else, but the cover is really pretty. Like, look at that. And then of course there's the back. And this is just a nice thick chunky volume. So I'm excited to go ahead and get into this. So the next volume that I picked up is Our Teachers Are Dated by Pikachi Ohi, and this just sounds like it's going to be a contemporary romance between two teachers that are currently dating, two women teachers that are dating. And I'm excited for just some really nice adult Yuri, like pretty thin. I'm excited to kind of get into it, so I'll let you guys know how it is. Like I said, I looked for a lot of Yuri manga during this time, so I also picked up Days of Love at Seagull Villa by Kodama Naoko. I don't really know what this is about. The cover is just really pretty. All I know is that one of the women's fiance ends up leaving her for another woman, and she decides to move to the country, and I believe that's where she meets this character who also has a child. I feel like it's gonna make me cry. Probably. A lot of these are 7C, so 7C is killing it. Okay, and the last two manga I got are from the same series, and that is Love Me For Who I Am by Kata Konanyama. And this is a non-binary author who writes about a non-binary character working at a cafe where people dress up in maid costumes. And so I already read volume 1, and then I also have volume 2, and just from this cover alone, it looks like it's going to make me cry. I love the tagline that it says the road to love is non-binary, and it just looks like it's going to be a fun book. Yeah, non-binary character. It's going to be a lot of conversations about gender and about sexuality, so I am looking forward to it. Okay, so that's all the manga from my Rice Stuff order, finally. So if you have read any of these manga, let me know down in the comments below. What are some manga that you're looking forward to in the year of 2021? Also, please remember, wear your mask, social distance, and please go ahead and look down in the description below for some causes that are important to not only me, but also to the rest of the world. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!